We all suffer from insecurities, some greater than others, some more devastating than others. I have my share of insecurities. When I was younger, I thought I was really pretty. And I know that may sound conceited, but I genuinely believed that I was so beautiful. And it was because my parents told me that, my mom and dad, my sisters. And so I went into the world believing that I was incredibly beautiful. It wasn't until high school that a bunch of things happened. People talk, people make fun. I got teased a lot for different things, mostly my skin, my nose, and this one thing that people would always tell me is, "You look so tired." Even when I wasn't tired. And it was because I have these bags under my eyes. It kind of looks like somebody tried to scoop my eyes out and just gave up halfway. So instead, it left like these huge dents under my eyes. And I hated these bags and I hated the way it looked. And I watched all these videos on how to cover it up. I struggled with different kinds of insecurities, but it was mostly the bags on my eyes because it's my face. It's the first thing I see when I look in the mirror. One day, I was looking through a photo album and I stumbled on a picture of my dad, and I noticed two things that I'd never noticed before. One is we have the exact same eyebrows. And I know this because his eyebrows are not identical. Like, one is like a hook and the other one is like a wave. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And as I looked down, I realized we have the same bags under our eyes. I lost my dad when I was really young. And all of a sudden, these things that I had convinced myself, one of the main reasons why I was ugly, they became the most beautiful things I'd ever seen. These bags were a symbol of my father. And it was the craziest thing because in that moment I realized that he never left me. And it was the most beautiful and liberating thing I've ever experienced. And so, just like that, nobody else's opinion mattered. Like, I don't care what anybody has to say about me or how I look. And when I look in the mirror, it's not just me who's looking back. I've never met my grandma. I never had the privilege. But one day I was talking to my uncle, and he was like, "For a second there when you were speaking, it's as if I was staring at my mom." And I just felt chills. I've never met my grandmother, and yet for a second, her existence peered through mine. And so when I look in the mirror, not only do I see a beautiful, stunning woman, but I see my dad, and I see my grandma, and I see my mom, and Lord knows what other faces are peering through mine. I am the culmination of dozens, hundreds, thousands, millions of lives lived. Every single decision my foremothers and forefathers made was leading up to my very existence. If that's not enough to make me feel like $1 trillion, I don't know what is. So when I look in the mirror, I see what that little girl saw way before the world told her otherwise. I see beauty. And not only am I beautiful, I carry the beauty of countless generations before me. So even when I miss him or I feel really down, sometimes I PMS and I don't feel so pretty, I'm reminded that although there's this hole that will never be filled, this loneliness that I feel when I think of him, I'm reminded that he's still here. He's still here because I am. So I'll carry these bags with me until we meet again. And when we do, I'll tell you all about them.